out there, it's Dave Duford from Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com, and today we are going to talk about the wonderful world of free leads. That's right. Is there such a thing as free leads, or is there a hidden cost? I think you know where I'm going to go with this, and we're going to go ahead and talk in detail about the cost of free leads and really what you're losing as a final expense agent when you turn over the entirety and the responsibility of a lead program to another vendor to pay for. Okay, so the reason I made this video is because there are a lot of new agents that get involved in final expense. They don't know any different, they don't know any better, they don't know what they don't know. And so a lot of the first organizations they run across offer a free lead program. And they think, hey, it's great, I just take these leads, I go out there and work, I make money, and all of this is true when you don't have anything to base the comparison to. So what I'm going to do in this video is kind of do some rough math, enough to get an idea of the difference out there of, you know, what the cost of having free leads really costs you, the agent. So let's go ahead and talk about first when you might want to use a free lead program. Getting involved in the final expense business, you have to look at it as a business, key word. Every single business out there has some kind of operating cost. They've got to have goods, they've got to have raw materials, they have to have money tied up into something before they can realize a profit on actually selling the good. And final expense, at least for brand new agents, that cost of goods sold is tied up in the marketing and lead investment portion of the business. It takes a solid $3,000 or $5,000 really just to get out the door and start working in the business if you do it the right way with direct mail leads. But a lot of agents don't have that getting involved. And so as I kind of do it apprehensively and with reservation, but if I run across an agent out there who is just flat broke, that has, the only thing he has is will and a desire to succeed, but there's no money to do it, I will recommend a company that will pay for their direct mail leads. So that would be the only reason I would even venture to have a company pay for the leads. And the truth is, the long run, there are problems with that, especially if you actually turn out to be a great agent in this business. You kind of get trapped in a situation that's not good. And I could show you time after time where the long run cost of that is higher than the free benefit in the beginning, in the form of free leads. Preferentially, it's better to have an agent just work a weekend job, work extra at the full-time job to create a bankroll so that they can fund their lead program and do it the right way, to self-finance, because it's a lot easier in the long run if you get involved with the right group. But let's go ahead and take a look at the long-run problem with why you don't want to get involved with the free lead program. So, first of all, a lot of these free lead programs, they're not really free, all right? Let's just get that out of the way. There's no such thing as a free lunch, okay? Somebody has to pay. And if you're not paying, your marketing company, your agency, they're the ones coming out of pocket. And I can guarantee you that the cost of doing business for free leads, they're going to try to make a profit off of that portion of the business. And here's how they do it. In most organizations, as a brand new agent, you're going to start probably between 80% and 100% contracts. That's assuming you have some level of support and investment from an agency to try to train you, to develop you. Now, with the free lead organizations, you're really only going to start at a 45 or a 55% contract. Really, best case scenario, 55%. Probably more likely than not, around a 50% contract. So, right there, your income earning capability is cut from a best case scenario of 100% to probably a more likely plausible scenario of 50%. So it's cut in half, all right? So that may all seem to make sense because you may have the organization tell you it costs that much to do the lead program, which may or may not be true. But let's do a little bit of math and see if that really makes any sense. So first of all, let's take a guy who's doing, let's say $15,000 in issue paid business a month. This is what I would call a top 10% agent. Every agency wants guys like this. He's getting free leads. He's on a 50% contract. If he's doing $15,000 a month issue paid at 50%, he's making half of that, So that would be $7,500. He has an income of $7,500 before renewals, okay? Now, let's take a look at the guy who's on, let's say, 100% contract. He's doing $15,000, and he's paying for his own leads. All right, so there's the cost factor we have to look into it. So again, we got $7,500 over here with the 50% contract-free leads. Now, at $15,000, let's say he's on 100% contract. The truth is after this guy's trained, he's probably going to be at 110 to 120% average contract. But let's just take the 100% for as an example. 100% times 15,000 is 15 grand. And let's take a look to see what he's paying for marketing. Let's say he's doing, I don't know, 15,000 is about 3,500 a week, give or take. Let's say he's doing 25 leads a week. All right, 25 leads a week times 30 is approximately $750. That's $3,000 a month in lead investment. So $3,000 minus your $15,000 is $9,000. So right there, there is a spread of $1,500 in net income per month. So that's number one. That's $18,000 over a year. All right, 1,500 times 12. But here's the other thing you got to consider. Number one, the likelihood of those renewals on the 50% contract are probably a lot lower than 100% contract. I would wager that at a 50% contract, there's either no renewals or there's very minimal, maybe 1%. So 1%, 15,000 times 12 months is 180,000. That's only $1,800 a month. Whereas if you're on a 100% contract, your renewal is probably more like 5%. So 180,000 times 5%, a big difference. You know, we're talking about probably about $9,000. So 9,000 renewals versus 1,500. All right, huge difference. And you see, when you're a big agency, well, kind of peel back the onion here. The agencies out there that do the free lead programs, what they're trying to do is win in a renewal game. You know, they want to, obviously they want to clear their costs to do business for the leads, but where they really want to hit you is, they're probably making a tremendous amount on renewals, and that's where they want to really get you. So that's, over time, a tremendous amount of money left on the table. We're talking, mid 5 figures in some sense, just in renewals, not just to mention first year commission. So what's the better way to do this? So the idea of managing a lead program is not that complicated. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. What you want to do is work with a company that will engage you with a lead program that's verifiably good, that produces results, and that you can vet. And they're out there. We work with a program at Final Expense Agent Mentor where we get fixed price programs. And that's important because, in the beginning, I'm an advocate strongly of training. I think you are going to have to give up some first year commission to be trained properly in this business, okay? But over the long run, when you turn into what I would call a top 10% agent, you're doing 150 plus a year in issue paid business, you're an asset. Agencies should be bending over backwards to earn your business, okay? And so you should be paid what you are worth. And only you can determine what you're worth and have the chutzpah to ask for it. And so, the reality is that it's your responsibility to make sure you're doing the best. You're getting the value added in having the lead program. And, you're asking for what you're worth. Because, again, as you can see, a 15,000, an 18,000 a year first year comp difference and a 7,500 renewal difference. That adds up big time over even just a 5-year period of time. And so, and the likelihood is a guy who's doing 15 in issue paid business is probably, instead of 100% contracts, more at 110, 120%. So there's even more money left on the table. And again, the important thing in this business is to always make sure that you're getting value out of your organization. That's really what it comes down to, is that having free leads when you're broke is pretty valuable. I'd be willing to give up more in a higher level of commission to have free leads if I didn't have any money and I didn't have any way to self-fund myself. But when you are experienced, you are really taking money off your table, that this company is not providing you any more additional value. So if you're in this position, you really have to think hard. Is it worth having free leads over the long run? And if you just plug your numbers in, compare yourself to even 100 or 110% contract to be safe, you'll be amazed at how much you're leaving on the table for the false idea of a free lead program and what benefits it provides you. Because I'm telling you, you talk with the right group, they will have fixed price leads, they'll get you much higher contracts, and you'll be much happier going that route than losing all that money in the final expense free lead programs. So again, my name is David Duford at Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com. Of course, you can check my YouTube videos out here on the side. I've got a ton of articles listed on my website along with my YouTube videos. And if you'd like to talk to me, if you're stuck in a free lead program and you feel you're getting ripped off and you deserve better, I can help you out. Go to the contact page on my website, fill out the form, and we'll talk later on. Again, Dave Duford, Final Expense Agent Mentor. Thanks for listening. Take care.